On this episode of Beer, Blues, and BS, I know Halloween is in the past, but for us, it's happening now. That's right, we're recording this during Halloween, so we're going to talk about some of our Halloween adventures. What else are we going to chat about? That's a great question. We're going to drink a lot of beer. Really, that becomes the dominating topic. We get into the whole discussion about ciders and apples and fruit and beer. It's an interesting show in that regard, but don't worry. If you love it when we're at our best, when it's banter and jokes and riffing off each other, you're in for a real treat. You're always in for a treat when you're here, because when you're here, you're in a good place. Welcome to the show.
It's Howard Blues and V. Mark Kidder. Pour a cold beverage, pull up a seat, enjoy time with friends.
Triple B! Well, the Triple B sucks. Okay? Come on.
Whatever, man. This is Beer, Blues, and BS. Online at beerbluesbs.com.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to Beer, Blues, and BS, the podcast of unintended consequences and leftover Halloween candy. I am your host, the living embodiment of Charlie Brown, Howard Blues, here, as always, with my co-host, the man, the myth, the legend, the Mark Kidder. Kidder, how you doing tonight?
Howard, doing great. You know why? Because cheers for beer, baby. And you're in the right place. Beer, blues, and some BS.
Yeah. And
happy Halloween over to you. How are you doing?
I'm doing all right. It's been an interesting week, and I'm sure we'll dive into it because Kidder, I maybe did something, and it's having some interesting consequences.
Oh no.
Yeah. So we'll.
Somebody left Howard alone.
Yeah. No good could easily come of that. We'll dive into it, but before we do, we are not alone, Kidder. We are being joined, and we are recording this on Halloween, even though by the time this airs, it'll be past Halloween. But he's got his spooky face on. It's the Triple B Brewmaster, the local geek. Local geek, how you doing this evening?
His lighting looks really good tonight. I don't know what's going on.
It really brings out my face, doesn't it?
Yeah, it's your eyes.
Yeah, I'm doing real good. Howard, you're not thinking of like IPA Appreciation Month 2.0 or something, are you?
No, but I do have some IPA Appreciation Month business to discuss after we get to everybody's favorite segment.
Great. I was just thinking that Local Geek pre-gamed with an IPA.
No.
His face looks a bit sour. and Doc laughing at the knowledge. Doc, welcome back. Glad you're here on the show.
Thanks.
Angels have not taken
good to be here.
you.
No, the Angels do have the phone box, so
yes.
Just be aware.
Timey,
don't blink.
Wibbly wobbly.
Don't blink.
Oh, this could be a good one. Definitely going to be a good show. I can feel it. And to help everybody else feel it, let's get to everybody's favorite segment of the show, and that is What's on Tap. And we introduced him last, so we'll let him go first. Doc, what are you having this fine Halloween evening?
So I'm actually starting off with Trade 8 cocktails. It is their ginger, citrus plus whiskey. It says it is rich whiskey balanced with spicy ginger, bright lemon juice, and a touch of real maple syrup. Real.
Just a touch, though. You don't want to actually put some in there. Just
I don't know.
Slight touch.
I find it interesting though because it says on the can, and when I was in the store too, this was in like the local section, and it says Seattle's our home, but it says that it is canned by Trade 8 Cocktails in Missouri. So those two things don't add up because
not exactly close to each other.
Seattle's not exactly known for their maple syrup either.
Well, neither is Missouri, really.
True.
But anyway, we'll see how this. It's actually not bad. It has a really good balance. Like you know the whiskey's there, but it's not overpowering. Like there's like the hint of ginger. The citrus is also there. Like everything's a really, really good balance. And I could probably down this fairly quickly if I wanted to. I would actually probably give this like a 4.2.
Nice.
It's definitely on that because I mean it's not like off the charts amazing or anything, but it's really good.
Nice. Let's get over to the local geek. Local geek, what are you having this fine evening?
Well, you did mention hitting it hard, so the one I grabbed out of the fridge was the Imperial Hard Cider from Blake's Hard Cider Company.
Hard.
So it's
Like
an
a
8%.
curling tournament.
I think somebody actually drank this last week or 2 weeks ago, so I won't read the can, but ooh, it smells like a really good cider. We don't get the alcohol burn off of it either, so that's a dangerous one. That's really good. I'm going to give that like a 4.2. We're having a good night with drinks so far.
Yeah. You're thinking of Kidder. Kidder had it a couple of shows ago, and he didn't like it as much, but he's not a fan of apple. So, you know, we're
Granny Smith apples, delicious. Cider, no.
Who are you?
Right? Those are the really sour ones, right? Yeah. Those. Everything else, trash. There's a hot take for you.
I mean, we're learning a lot about Kidder and fruit this year. I mean, we already knew about the cherries. We're adding apple to it. We know he doesn't like coconut.
Yeah, get that out of here too. Garbage.
You know, I'm pretty sure he's got a thing against mangoes as well. Or is it just the fact that there's too many mango high chew in the bag? I
too
mean,
many in the bag. Too many.
Yeah.
The number in the bag is too damn high.
Yeah, Kidder, they've gotten sneaky. I was handing out haichu as Halloween candy, as I tend to do, and they've switched. Mango is now yellow, like the wrapper is yellow instead of red.
That's how they fool you, because they're trying to cover up how many are in there. So they're like, oh, strawberry. Oh, nope, you get screwed again. It's mango.
Yeah.
Even when you try and buy the different variety packs, the tropical variety, 3/4 mango.
Well, mango is a tropical
They're the regular one.
It is a tropical fruit, so.
Anyway, Kidder, now that we got you all fired up with fruit, what you having to drink tonight, good buddy?
Yeah, I was gonna say you should go first because I'm too hot under the collar. I want the high chews. This is outrageous. Okay, I'll go.
Okay.
I don't know. I could go with the reward beer over there or something else. So I probably just go seasonal. And you talk about mango. Let's get this out of the way. Let's just get it out of the way. It's Blake's Hard Cider, the El Chavo Mango Habanero 6.5. And this is apples. It looks like an apple. I don't know why. It doesn't really look like a mango to me.
That is not a mango. That's an apple.
Yeah. Oh, because it's 100% apple cider.
Hey, there you go.
But
Howard.
But at least it's a green apple.
Howard. On the can. You dirty son of a. What the hell? You trying to sneak the into my fridge.
It's a spicy apple, though, so I mean...
Yeah.
But it's mango. Why is it an apple mango? Were they drunk when they put this thing together?
Well, I mean, this is the same people who made the 8% apple cider that Local Geek is drinking, so maybe.
It probably were, especially because this is 6.5%. It claims to have habanero, mango, sugar, other natural flavors, which I don't know what other natural flavors you
How's it
need
100% apple cider if it's got all that other stuff in it?
That's correct. So I do not trust.
They're saying the cider part of it is 100% real apple cider, as opposed to like 50% real, 50% fake.
It's like 60% of the time it works every time, according to the El Chavo Mango Habanero. But at least it's made with real fruit. Bold and sweet with a little heat. I don't. They're independently owned, and I don't know. Somebody should probably buy them and fix their problems. Here's something else. But as I crack this, I'm just going to let it breathe for a second because I already know I don't want to drink this. So I was thinking about this. I see this story, and this local business was in business 20 plus years, and they go out of business. And I'm like, that's terrible. And then I start thinking, maybe they sucked, and they should have gone out of business. Like, that's why they went out of business, because nobody went there. And everybody's like, oh, these local businesses is terrible because they're going out of business. And I'm like, what if they sucked? What if a lot of these people have no business being in business? I don't know. And by the way, this story has nothing to do with anything local because I think it was some place in like Texas that I have no idea how it ended up on my feed. But I'm like, why?
I have a question. Do you need a break to go? Do you need a break to go to the front door and tell the kids to get off your lawn too?
I might. They already. Hold on. Let me check my cameras. I'll just yell at them. Just yell at them through the cameras. Hold on. Let me see. Oh, there's a screenshot. Last frame there. There were a bunch of them in the driveway. No, we're safe.
Problems require modern solutions.
We're safe. Hey, you in the ghoul costume. That may be an actual ghost. Get off my lawn. Go haunt somebody else who has money. Fun fact, the camera in the backyard has been triggered numerous times where it says that there's a person there, and I pull it up and there's nobody anywhere. And so the ghosts are here too. All right, is
that why you're wearing the shirt? You hope it'll scare them away?
Yeah, I ain't afraid of no ghosts.
Your house is getting kind of close to where Fort Lincoln's out there, so you could get some of those soldiers coming across the river.
It'd be an awfully interesting day. I don't know what to think of that. It tastes like an apple cider, so.
Does it have any heat to it?
I mean, at this point, with one sip out of it, if you think ketchup is spicy, then yes.
I mean, we are in the Midwest.
You say some people do.
I mean, Doc knows that I enjoy a level of heat with my food.
When I had that one, the heat builds over time. So give the heat some time. Let it build.
Yeah, it's like an STD.
I would know nothing about that, kidder.
This cider. Medical training. You should know.
So no rating. No. You're not.
Oh, that's what you're waiting for. I thought you were waiting for me to explain how medicine works and how there's diseases. No. Okay. Oh, you want some actually breaking news? UND tied it to get to overtime and then lost to Minnesota Duluth. There you go. That's my rating on this. Out of 5, let's go with a 1.3.
Wow.
Yeah.
Just tanked our 4+ rating we've had going so far.
Yeah, get out of here.
Yeah, and I almost said before we went to him, when you said that, we're having a really good night, I think to say he's going to ruin it. But then I was like, I don't want to say that because then that guarantees he's going to ruin it. But he ruined it.
I did not ruin it. Had somebody brought me decent beverages, we would have been fine. Let me just say a nice. I can't even remember the name of it, but the Ace Pineapple Ale. If we had a nice, tasty Ace Pineapple Ale here, Ace Cider, 5 easily. 5+. But this,
I'm not gonna lie. I didn't know about the whole I don't drink apples bit. Okay, my bad. I was like ciders. People like ciders. Yeah.
Communists like ciders.
Listen, this is
And there haven't been a ton of them on the show.
no, which is why I was like, oh, this will be great. I'm going through this cider phase. I'll bring people some cider. It'll be good.
Now you know why they haven't been on the show, because I don't buy them.
Who knew? We've all learned something here the past few weeks.
I knew.
Well, damn it, you never said it on the show. We're like 238 episodes in. Say something, damn it.
Well, it's okay. Now I know next time I come back when I was, I was going to bring everybody the Marionberry cider, but I can just skip Kidder now and more for everybody else.
Perfect. Great.
That'll be good.
You can bring him a West Coast.
It's actually really good. I can't do that to you. You have to try
If it's berries, like if it's not an apple cider, yeah.
Oh, it's apple cider, but it's with Marionberry and it's really good. But
I'll just take a quick hitter off yours, and then we don't have to waste a full can. I almost want mushroom jerky to make this better.
Yeah, you mean like that?
I don't know.
It's like a little of that?
Some thing of purple. I don't know. That probably tastes like berries. Or you know what? That's probably mango mushroom jerky, and
No,
none of this makes sense.
Well,
This world is upside down. It does not make sense.
yeah. Gents, should I go with a tall lager or a fruity seasonal? I'm having trouble deciding.
Well, I know how much
lager.
you hate fruit, so you need to go with the fruit.
Doc, you get to break the tie. Which is it going to be?
I mean, I was going to go with the seasonal myself. So
All right, going all the way down to Texas to the Spetzel Brewery. That's right.
Of course.
The official beer of Farva. This is from Kidder, but it is a Shiner raspberry lemonade shandy that he gave me a seasonal. 4.2% alcohol by volume. I think I'm the last of the group here to get to this thing.
That I even bought those.
I don't recall
That's
having
how
that
long
one yet.
ago.
Oh, good. I'm ahead of the local geek.
My beers have gotten mixed in the fridge, though I don't have them in order of receipt like you do.
I don't either. I just remembered Kidder brought Shiner. That's
Yeah, I was working on a couple of those last week or a few weeks ago, and I'd forgotten they were in there. So
it's got a nice raspberry smell to it.
You're not the only one, apparently.
Huh.
Yeah. You take that raspberry. You enjoy it.
I'm kind of not.
Yeah. Yeah, you take that lemonade with it. That Shiner's going to show you what's up.
That's interesting.
Yeah,
It is-
that's what Howard said.
It is very raspberry-y right off the bat. Not a lot of the lemon coming through. And I'm not a huge fruit and beer guy to begin with. It's not terrible. It's not like it's not drinkable. But I don't know that I would grab this myself on my own.
That's why it was in a variety pack.
Yeah. Yeah, it could have stayed in the pack. I'm going to rate this a 2. It's not terrible, but I'm not the biggest shandy fan to begin with. And yeah, that raspberry is just a little too potent right off the get-go. So there we go.
It was a bit synthetic.
Yeah, I'd give it that. That's a good word for it. It's very a manufactured raspberry flavor to it. Yeah. Okay. If I wasn't thirsty, I wouldn't be drinking it quite as quickly.
So because we are recording this on Halloween, I had misplaced these and I found them again. So I figure I can throughout the show tonight try them if you remember what they are, because I don't.
from upstairs still.
Which one is the green one?
Pretty sure green was the
IPA.
was it the IPA? I thought the yellow one was the IPA.
No, the yellow one is like a honey lager. The
And the brown
darkish
one-
brown one is like a roasted stout, and then the green is an IPA.
And of course, that's the first one I grab, and now I'm stuck with it.
Roasted stout won by miles.
Yes. Yes.
And when I bought my bag, 2 bags of them, the first bag I opened had 2 stouts in the whole damn bag.
Yeah, my bag had 3.
It tastes
Big
like
winners.
soap.
It does taste like soap. That is the
I think
worst.
that was the comment from several of us.
Gosh, I can't do it. It's literally like putting a piece of like bar soap in my mouth, and no, we're done. That's like a 0. No one should ever consume that.
Just wait till you get to the next one.
We're gonna wait a bit. I need to get that memory as far away from me as I can. I think it's worse because I was expecting it to have like maybe like some element of sweetness to it, which made it even worse when it was just like
The other ones
Crap.
are better.
Yeah, you literally started with the worst one. So you can only go up from here.
we
Like
shall
this
see.
here.
We shall see.
Hey, speaking of IPAs, guys,
You have to.
yes, I got some IPA Appreciation Month business that we got to address here. So
Close for business.
no. So the local geek was trying his best to record scores on the spreadsheet for IPA Appreciation Month so we could have a winner. And it didn't really pan out because Kidder dropped out of IPA Appreciation Month. Just left some things blank. JS has
0. They're all rated 0, so it's a dead tie.
JS hasn't finished them all because he's been on the road. But gents, my sister was in town last week, and I, being the nice guy that I am, I sent with her back to Michigan and to her significant other, Andy, a selection of IPAs that I had left over in my garage.
You're a horrible human being.
Yes,
Why
yes,
would you
I
do
am.
that to your flesh and blood?
He's not my flesh and blood.
No, not her, not him.
He's the guy
Your
that lives
sister.
with my flesh.
I actually like your sister. Why would you do that?
She's not drinking them. She's giving it to him.
How do you know she doesn't be like, oh, that can looks nice. I'm going to try that.
Because she totally agrees with your assessment that IPAs taste like Christmas tree.
See, I told you that I liked her.
Yeah, I know. But this is spawned an interesting thing because my sister and I have now been texting every night for the last 3 nights, as she has been giving me Andy's ratings and scores on these IPAs, which is great because he's drinking some of the ones that Kidder hasn't drank, so we can easily just substitute his scores in
No.
for Kidder.
No, that's fraud.
Perfect.
That is called fraud.
I think the local geek's behind this, so here we go.
You know what else we call that? There's several words for it. I don't know which one I want to use at the moment.
I mean, you think on it. Let me share. So night 1, he drank the Feast Like a Sultan, which he says was very citrusy. Every time that he has sent these in, then I've sent back kind of our scores. So I said that the average rating on that one was a negative 0.0175 out of 5. We talked a little bit about that. We said that Kidder didn't drink this one. He tapped out before it. I gave it a 2.8. JS gave it a negative 4. JS, we're talking IPAs. You popped in at the right time.
Welcome.
Terrible. Absolutely terrible is what they are.
By the way, I just want to mention for the record that Howard Blues and Local Geek are involved in a criminal conspiracy as they are, at this moment, conspiring to fraudulently add someone else's IPA high scores in for my scores that I have not drank.
He never said they were high scores.
Well, scores to begin with, because anything greater than 0 is fraudulent.
Yes. Agreed.
So Anyway, he rated the Feast Like a Sultan a 2.5.
Yeah, fraudulent.
He also said he would maybe rate it lower if he took the name into account. Apparently, he believes that IPAs should have a British name or something seaworthy.
So you can
I don't
flush
think
it.
that makes them any better.
Yeah. The next night, so last night, he dove into the Founders IPA we had, which I believe was like the Mortal Bloom AZ IPA. He said that it was a little watery, more floral than last night's, not as citrusy, and he was pondering his rating. He actually finally settled on the score, and he gave it a 3.2.
I mean, that's kind of like Orlando Bloom, and isn't Orlando Bloom from the UK?
I mean, I think so. And then last but not least was tonight, he had the Cyber Sue. He gave it a 4.6.
That is
pretty well rated
absolutely
across the board.
that is ludicrous, though.
He says it's what an IPA is supposed to be, has the classic hops and just pale malt, just enough body to support the hop flavor. He likes it. So there you go.
That one may take the lead once JS scores it.
Yeah.
Cyber Sue. All right, I do still have that in my fridge, but if we're still filming next week, when I by the time I get home, maybe I'll crack one of them open.
Okay.
Otherwise, his score of Mortal Bloom did push that one into the lead.
Yeah. It's pretty good. Pretty good. So there we go. Some things to help us finish out our scores. He's got one more left. He's got the Hop Rising, which he says he's had before and is one of his favorite of all time. So prepare for a high score on that one too. But
I don't know who this person is, but their view of IPAs is wrong.
which is why I brought it up. Also on a bit of IPA appreciation business, and the last bit of business on this topic, Jen Sai was pondering IPA Appreciation Month 2026. And as we've discussed, Kidder just is not able to participate. The migraines are too much for him. But I may have a substitute for you, Kidder.
I'm not drinking NA IPAs. That's even worse because you don't even get drunk off of them.
Nope. I actually found somebody who's got the same amount of love for IPAs as you have. He's in the local area, and I think it's a worthy replacement. So if we do this again next year, Local Geek's going to have to help me get the official selections over to his pal, Big Bada Boom, so that he can take Kidder's place in all of the misery.
I appreciate that. Somebody taking the IPA bullet for me.
Yes. So,
but he's also crazy because clearly he likes drinking Malort. And speaking of drinking Malort, like nobody else could plan, the son of himself, the Rudeboy Kyle, is joining us in his Malort Red Bull sponsored glory.
How's she down there?
Ah, well, we're getting.
Yeah.
You got something to drink?
Apparently, if you say Malort, it just summons him. Like
he's like Joe Hendry. Say his name and he shall appear.
Hello.
Whoa, easy, Bono.
Hello.
Destination is on the right.
I'm going to move on to the yellow candy, which you said like the honey lager.
I liked that one.
It's a Halloween beverage.
That actually has like some sweetness to it, and actually tastes like something that like people should actually put in their mouths.
Whoa.
But all I really am getting is like a sweet lemon, like not even really any like sourness. and it's really kind of like a flat flavor. So I'd probably give it like a 2.5. Much improved over the last one, but not something I would necessarily seek out again.
Mona.
Yeah, I think I had 2 of them, aside from the ones that I shared, and I like that one.
Kyle, you just joined us, and we're already past what's on tap. So let's get you in on this. What are you having this fine evening, sir? What?
Well, I've got the Halloween classic, and I decided to buy
Michael Myers.
Well,
Lantern?
well, he didn't mix my drink, but I made a apple cider mixed with the Fireball apple version.
Like the Des Moines Malort over there.
No. I know what I'm doing.
Got some apple cider and a little Fireball.
Oh, it's the
Smells like the candles.
fresh out of the freezer. It's the Fireball blazing apple version.
Oh, gross. It keeps getting worse. How does it keep getting worse? How?
It just keeps getting better.
Wronged you this week. Rude
how do
boy, are you okay?
Well, I'm not getting paid, so that's the. I will call this the continuation of the shutdown special.
He's surviving off of what people are giving him. That's why he's got this stuff.
He got it from the hobo down at Hy-Vee. Hey, you're one of them government employees. This one's on me. Why do I need a 40 of this?
Apples and cinnamon go together, and it smells like if you were to take Fireball and you add some apple schnapps to it. But
Like
it
the
goes
chick at
just
Starbucks wanting one of the pumpkin spice lattes threw up.
But yeah, it's an alright drink. I mean, it's something that if you aren't used to I'd say it doesn't have the burn of the traditional Fireball. So that Fireball cinnamon heat that you get on the aftertaste, it's kind of replaced by a more we'll call it they call it spicy and crisp blazing apple.
Yeah,
33% alcohol by volume, 66 proof. Reading the back, ignite your taste buds. Hey, congrats, you found the back of the bottle. Well, if you need a congratulations if you found the back of the bottle, it sounds like you're maybe reading a bad book, but I digress.
That's what I'm saying.
Know what's inside? Just a kick-ass whiskey combining our classic red hot cinnamon with a new crisp green apple. This forbidden fruit tastes like heaven, burns like hell. He puts the sin in cinnamon.
I'm up to 20% interest.
Best served ice cold, but don't make a habit of believing everything you read. So it even says don't believe the label. So
This stuff is good. Wow, I can't believe that.
yeah, I mean it goes good mixed with apple cider. So we'll give it that. And
I'd also like to point out that at one point I had a jug of sangria that was supposed to be good, and the label said it was good. And obviously that'll get you drunk too.
It will. It'll get you drunk.
How long did you have that jug?
Like 6 months.
I just remember every time it came over, you're like, I have sangria. And I'm like, no. There's a reason why you don't have that sangria.
Everybody gets a glass of sangria to be here.
Yeah.
Why? Because that's why. We need to get rid of it. It's taking up space on the trophy counter.
The kid.
Well, it sounds like Kyle's drink has the heat that yours is missing there, Kidder.
Yeah.
Well, I wouldn't say. I mean, I'd have to try a shot of it by itself to determine if there's.
Oh, you better take one.
Crisp. Oh,
Better take one. Gotta get rid of that bottle quicker.
Go back in the cabinet.
Yeah. Just gonna say, if you wanted to just pour that 40 out for the homies, that's totally fine too. That's a good sacrificial drink right there. Just
I'll do it in the
I'll try this last one.
Chicago Blackhawks Stein shot glass. Because
hopefully
I've
this
only
brings
tried
them a
it
victory.
it might be too early in the season to call it, but the Hawks might
Make the playoffs.
might have a sneeze at the playoffs. So, cheers to you guys, and cheers to the Blackhawks.
Cheers to Des Moines' worst enemy.
By itself, I've had it in the freezer for a few hours, so yeah, definitely a little easier on the palate than regular Fireball. The apple, I wouldn't call it you definitely have the combination apple and cinnamon in there. Crisp, I'd say
So.
on a scale of 5, I'd say it's 4 out of 5. Spicy, you can tell that it is inherited from the original Fireball, and they've added the apple flavoring to it. But if you're apprehensive about Fireball, I would say this is a good fall mixer. And if you're adventurous, take a shot, as your truly has. So I'd say it's enjoyable. It's very good with the apple cider mixed in, because 'tis the season. We're going towards the fall and winter drinks now. So yeah, I'd give a 2.9 out of 5.
Nice. Popped the third candy. I don't think it tastes anything like a stout or porter or whatever it's supposed to be, but it is definitely, to me, the best of the three. Probably give it about a 3.5. I don't really know how to explain what it actually tastes like, but it does not taste anything like.
If I remember right, I got a lot of like chocolatey coffee flavors on.
Yeah, it's like a chocolate. It's like almost like a roasted chocolate, which is a note that you can sometimes get in like a good porter, but the rest of the flavor profile is not there.
Kidder's got another orange can. I've got a white one.
You go first, Local Geek.
You got a blue one.
This one I do believe came from Kidder. It is a garage beer, 16-ounce can of 95 calories and 4% alcohol.
With Mom in the garage.
They're good for what I would hope to be a Busch Light, like that quality is in that level, but not the price.
Yeah, exactly.
That's kind of what I had in my mind going into it, was like a Busch Light, Miller Light, your traditional domestic, and it does strike me as that as far as flavor goes on it, and keeping you hydrated. But I mean, it's not a bad beer. It's a great beer for just a kind of a generic flavor. Give it a solid 2.5. Keep it right in the middle.
Now, is it closer to a Busch Light, Miller Light, Coors Light? If you have the discerning taste,
I would probably push it towards a
Bud Light.
No, not a Bud Light. I think I'd push it towards a Busch or a Miller, somewhere in that range.
Smooth with a little bite.
Yep, exactly. Yep, that little Pilsner bite at the end of it.
Yeah, you could use one to wash down that fire right now.
Huh? Weird.
Weird. The way she goes.
Rude Boy, you could make yourself a Malort Old Fashioned if you took 1 shot of 1 ounce of Malort, 1 ounce of Fireball apple, and about a 1/2 ounce of Demerara syrup. Mix it over ice. Make yourself a Malort Old Fashioned.
And then
Might have to put that on
dump it into the sink.
Might have to put it on the list for the
No,
put that on the
don't put it
shopping
on
list
any
so I
list.
can-
The only list it's going to end up on is the NSA list. Okay, or a do not fly list, because that does not need to go anywhere other than in the garbage.
It sounds like it tastes similar to what you would get if you went to Chicago, found a dark alley in Skid Row, and licked the wall.
Same amount of diseases.
You just wait, kidder. I've been watching how to make good drinks out of Malort. So, when we can finally do an episode.
There's no
with-
such
with-
thing. There's
Why
no
are you
such
watching
thing.
banned
No
videos?
such thing as good drinks out of Malort. No such thing.
We'll find one for you, Curtis.
Kidder, were you having another one? Is that?
Yeah, I have a drink. Before I showcase what this peach and blackberry drink is, I was talking to somebody about our show promotion. Constant promotion, right? Have shared it with several people, and they were very interested. In fact, had a message tonight of keep doing the show. I really enjoy listening. And I was like, wow, that's 3 people in a week. We're tripling our numbers. So there's that. But I bring this up because the one individual went, we were listening to satellite radio, because even though I'm on terrestrial radio, we know how terrestrial radio is sometimes when I'm not on the air.
I listened to you earlier.
Clearly. Wow. One listener. Thank you. Appreciate that. Grazie. Anyway, he goes, who's that? Your co-host, right? The one guy, what's his name? Howard Stern?
That's him.
Wow. We have Howard Stern on this show.
Yeah.
Wow.
Wait, what?
Yeah.
He's like, not Howard Stern. No. I know who Howard Stern is. And I'm like, number one, if Howard Stern was the co-host on this show, we would actually make money on this show because things, right?
And I mean, if he wants to come on the show, like I don't think.
Yes, he is welcome.
Like Howard Stern, if you're listening,
Somebody get this to Howard Stern, and he needs to message us to get on the show. Or you know what? If you know his rep, we'll get him on the show. After I started in radio, I watched the movie Private Parts, and I was like, yes, some of this is exactly what I'm going through. Not the cool parts of like the naked women throwing themselves at me and things like that. That does not happen. But everything else is very similar. Yes. So, and then he's like, "No, it's not Howard Stern. I know who Howard Stern is. Who is it?" And I'm like, "Howard Blues." Yeah. That guy. Because he said that somebody on Sirius XM sounded like you, Howard. At least reminded him of the show, and I was like, okay, I will take that, a reminder of our show. He's also the one that said he likes listening to the show because it puts him to sleep at night. So just
Walker, turn that light up.
yeah, it's a bit bright out there. It's supposed to be
Your
night.
door's not closed. One of you.
Yeah, close the door.
No.
We're not heating the outside here. Come on. Figured I'd continue that from earlier. That's what we call a throwback.
wait.
All right.
Go back.
All right. This is Peach Party. Peach and blackberry hard cider. It's gluten-free but contains alcohol, 12 fluid ounces, and it's from their backyard since 1946. I hope these peaches and blackberries aren't that old, because this is going to taste like 6.5% alcohol by volume. Thank you very much. I'll be here all night. This is, again, 100% fresh-pressed apple cider, peach and blackberry, and a peach drink that's apple cider. What kind of thing are they trying to throw at this? This is bullshit, Howard. Were you drunk when you bought these?
Again, Howard brought you the gift of cider. Howard did not remember or know that you have a thing against apples.
But it's peach and blackberry. Make a peach cider out of peach juice. It's not like we're running low on peaches.
Just drink it.
It smells like apple cider, because why would it smell like peaches and blackberry?
Peaches and
I mean, it's apple cider with a hint of peach and blackberry. Like somebody put some freaking, I don't know, fireball peach blackberry into this thing. That's what it tastes like. What I would imagine, anyway, because there's some cinnamon notes added onto this. Some too. Why is the cinnamon in peach and blackberry? None of this makes sense. We're going backwards. This one is a 0.3.
All right. I see the doc as a second, and then
It looks like Crown Royal and Coke.
No. So I have this is continuing on the theme, the Odyssey Hard Cider with Seattle Cider Company. Says it's 8.4% alcohol by volume. It says on the can, this imperial cider is for the ones ready to write their own story. Crisp, balanced, and semi-sweet. It's perfect for the moments that make memories. Today is your next adventure. Grab an Odyssey and make it epic.
Throwing the ones up for that.
I know. And it has the little like dry to sweet scale, and it's like right in the middle. So it should be sort of middle of the road. We shall see. The tagline says, find your adventure. I think they're overselling, but tastes like an apple cider.
Gosh.
Are you underselling
all that like lead up? It's gonna be amazing, and it's just your normal, everyday.
Oh yeah, it's pretty good.
Hard cider. Like, I mean, it's not bad, but there's really nothing special about it.
Average cider.
Except for maybe the fact that it's an imperial, so it has a heightened ABV, but probably give it about a 2.5. It's drinkable, but
it'll get you drunk.
Nothing special. Yeah. I mean, I guess they do point out that it is made entirely from Washington apples, as opposed to, but anyway.
In a drink that doesn't involve apples, I'm going to hop in here with my round two from the Swing Barrel Brewing Company. It is their American Redacted Lager. It is an American-style lager brewed in the land of Moorhead Waters. I don't think that's what they really call it.
I'm surprised they can put that on the side of a can.
I mean, I know it's not going to focus, but that is honestly what it says. Come on, camera. Why would they make beer out of sweat? Yeah. So,
I mean, I was also thinking, the lagoons are on the east side of town, and that's the Minnesota side. So
I was thinking
you might be
your headwater is sweat, so
drinking piss water,
or even some more heads.
Yeah, but this is 5% alcohol by volume. It comes in a pint, so hopefully it's good. Because otherwise, I have a lot of it.
Howard's gonna get drunk.
Yeah, I think I still got one of those in the fridge too.
And that is a pretty basic lager.
It's not
Nothing to redact.
Yeah. It definitely has a very wheat taste. Like it seems being a Kidder special. He likes his beer so wheaty he could chew it. So,
because I die.
Yeah. So it's definitely got a strong wheat taste. That's really about all it's got for flavor. On a hot day, maybe at like the lake or the campsite, one or two of these could be good. But down here in my basement in October, it's not hitting the spot. I'm going to give it a 2.8. It's just a basic lager. It's average. Nothing special. It's fine. It's not terrible.
Could be worse.
It could. I've drank much worse on this show.
For a second, I was trying to figure out where JS was when I looked because I wasn't paying attention, and then I realized that he's creeping on me.
You're in about a minute and a half, you're about to have a strange backpack dropped off at your door.
Well, hold on. I have something for you too.
Wow.
I'll flip this around before I get too close. I don't want to give your stalker any ideas.
Yeah. Which one?
All the ones that watch the show.
They're on the show.
I was gonna say I already know where he lives, so
Yeah, all of them already know where I live.
why do you think his backyard camera goes off periodically?
Ghosts.
I'll let the wife show off her Halloween makeup here, if you can see it.
Just throw the brews up on the roof.
She'll have to grab the phone.
Wow.
Wow.
That's pretty impressive.
Uh-huh.
Nice job. Nice job. Kudos.
Yeah, we decided to go as K-pop demon hunters. So she's obviously the derby cat. My daughter was Rumi, so my daughter and I spent half a day going around to different thrift stores and places like that and making her costume, and had an awesome time doing it. So she had 3 feet of purple hair, but that came out already. So, and then I got to be the demon version, or the Genu, one of the other main characters in there. So it was a good time.
Very cool.
Nice. My kids went in a themed costume. They were the Legend of Zelda. So
Nice.
Junior went as Link. Little Miss went as Zelda, and then the baby was. I was half of the baby's costume because she was Navi. So my job was to float her around my son constantly and go, "Hey, listen," So it was
Nice.
What he's doing?
so that's the slightly camo best I had, but it was pretty cute, So, and the baby absolutely loved it. We did trick or treating at my work at the Heritage Center, because they do that for kind of the employees and their families. And it was just, she was loving the fact that I just kind of kept flying her through the halls and all of that. So it was very cute. Very cute. So
Very nice.
yeah.
Well, we're on the Halloweeny theme. I had a spider come visit me at my desk earlier today. It was a little, well, not really a little jumping spider. He was pretty good sized, actually. I sent Howard and Kidder a picture, so I'm sure Howard will throw it up here later. But he was probably like close to the size of the tip of my pinky.
That's a pretty good sized spider.
Yeah, and I mean, jumping spiders, they're harmless. So
Actually real.
I let him live.
No, that's what actually is cold, though. You actually wanted to dead.
Good thing. I think I can hit her coming across JS.
I was going to say that we're overhearing an exchange of goods. Negotiation, perhaps.
Yeah.
Are we recording a crime right now?
This will be my round 3. This will be your round 3.
Yeah. We'll coordinate.
The barmaid that we stopped at this little place and had dinner, and the barmaid at the little hole in the wall place that we stopped to have some bomb ass catfish recommended the Straw Gator, so I bought a 6-pack and brought some home for all of you. Good luck, Howie. You might have to engage 4-wheel drive for this one.
You can make it the goal of the show not for Howard to be drunk by the end of it. Please, be nice. We can get this once.
I mean, it was your idea to have a show called Beer, Blues, and BS.
Yes.
Delivery
Yes,
edition.
it was. I'll share this. I was going to share it while Kidder was here, but we're running low on time, and so that we have something. Gentlemen, I'll share with you. Kidder will find this funny when he eventually hears it. I did something, and it kind of led to an unintended consequence. The simple thing of it is, I had watched this YouTube video that gave some kind of hints and tips and tricks to kind of help build your audience. And one of the things that they showed in that is how to actually a URL that you can use and how to kind of set it up so that when somebody clicks on it and it goes to your YouTube page, it sends them right to the confirmation of subscribing. So like if they click on it, it pulls up our page, but it says confirm that you want to subscribe to the channel. It's kind of a sneaky way to get them to maybe hit yes and hopefully get some subscribers. It really has done Zippo for us. But we've been sitting at 189 subscribers now for months. And I mean, almost a year. And I got it in my head. I'm like, you know what? I'm going to throw a little money at Facebook. Let's do a little advertising. Let's maybe see if we can get us over the 190 mark. And so I put that out onto Facebook, put some money behind it, put a couple of our better featured reels, the things that had done well response-wise, and put a little, watch more button at the bottom. And if you clicked on it, it would bring you to our YouTube page, give the option to confirm you're subscribing to the channel. It has netted us a whole 1. Unfortunately, we lost a subscriber right before we got it, so we went down to 188. We're back to 189. We still haven't broke 190, even though we're trying. And we've had, at the time of recording, some 40, 50 people click on the link, so that's good. But here's the unintended consequence. I mean, I knew when I did this and put some money towards it that we were going to get a few interesting things. We get the classic Facebook scammers who come out of the woodwork because they see an ad for it. And so then they send a thing like, hey, would you like to grow your channel? I can help you do that. We get those. We get a couple of them that always pop up and do the whole, hey, you have content on your page that goes against Meta's, guidelines and your page is going to be deleted. I don't really tend to believe those because they usually come from interesting accounts. Like the one today was like better marketing solutions. As if that would be who would be telling me of a Meta violation.
Clearly, that would come from Zark Muckerberg.
Yeah,
But that reminds me that they've started to get slightly, like maybe 1 or 2% smarter, where they've spoofed their emails from the instead of at Microsoft.com email domain, but they've sent them from the RN Microsoft page, and it looks like an M, and they send you something that it looks like it's legit from Microsoft, but it's RN Microsoft, and the R and N looks like an M, and if you're up at 6 a.m. in the morning, you're clicking on something, you're like, oh, Microsoft, and it's actually RN Microsoft.
Yeah.
So be on the watch out for that. So.
Yeah, but here's the unintended consequence. I thought this was still kind of a bust until today when I was uploading the next week's episode. I went into our Podbean account to upload the audio. And Jen, since I started this ad campaign, we've had 159 new listeners. We've had over 200 listeners in Virginia. So hello to our listeners in Virginia. Welcome. Please stick around. In the weird unintended consequence, my attempt to get YouTube subscribers to get us moving on there has netted us a whole bunch of audio listeners.
Come to YouTube. There's fun visuals to find.
I mean, yes, do that, but also thank you for downloading the show and listening. I was gobsmacked by that because we have done ad campaigns before on the channel and nothing. It didn't really have an effect on anything, and we've had a huge increase in audio listeners. So apparently people are seeing the reels, seeing that we're a podcast, and they're going out and adding us to their podcast listening, which great. If you're up for that, Sure, welcome. Yes, you can check us out on YouTube and we have visuals, but the audio version's pretty good too. Hopefully we've had you laughing tonight. But yes, just welcome to everybody who's checking out the show. Greatly appreciate it. You're in for a good time, a wild ride. And normally this is what I'd say. And on this exciting and interesting unintended consequence, Kidder, we've been talking for quite a while. It's time for us to wrap this show up. But you're not at your chair, Kidder. But we need to wrap this up.
Well,
you're slacking on your job.
Oh.
Watch him tumble down the stairs.
I'm going to send you more apples.
Clearly, Kidder doesn't have kids.
No more cherries.
I've got more strawberries if I need to get involved in this.
Start mentioning apples and cherries, and you'll pipe right up.
I mean, I went to such great lengths to come up with a substitute for him for IPA Appreciation Month. I mean, maybe I just got to take that back. Maybe he's got to come back.
Well, something's going to come back.
I'm getting threatened by the teacher from Charlie Brown.
I mean, you are the living embodiment of Charlie Brown.
It's a kitty.
Now you listen here. I have important business to take care of.
I know we heard
delicious youngling beer freshly delivered from the old.
No, we heard the whole exchange. We're gonna have to cut it out of the broadcast because we're not entirely sure it was all on the up and up.
Oh, okay. I mean, some bottles, some cans exchanged, a couple bags switched here and there.
Yep.
Currency and non-standard denominations.
Powder and little
pennies included.
No funny business ever. So let's do this thing. We're talking beerbluesbs.com. It's the website, Facebook, Instagram, which Howard's promoting. And I was wondering, still, how much did we spend on that? Like $1, Bob?
I think we've so far spent less than 10.
Okay, good. Because I was going to say, can we get our money back?
You missed the whole discussion about there's actually been some positive outcomes. You'll have to listen back when.
I heard the audio.
So Virginia listeners are coming through,
which is unbelievable that Virginia does not have video technology yet. And how did they get from the YouTube suggestion and the Facebook page over to audio? Yeah.
There go our Virginia listeners.
Yeah,
thanks for tuning in.
just wondering. We have questions. We need answers. So if you're from Virginia, please drop us a comment and give us a thumbs up because we'd love to hear from you. Please and thank you.
Shipments of the hooch and the good stuff from the Virginia mountains are getting cut off right now.
We're still missing Virginia, so get us something to drink. We're gonna get shipped a bottle of water. This came from the insert river or stream here. Thank you. Wonderful. All right. So Facebook and Instagram, like us there. We're also on all the audio platforms. Just search for Beer Blues and BS. Beer, Blues, and BS. Please, if you have multiple accounts throughout all of them, like us on all of them, because that would be fantastic, and we'd appreciate that. Otherwise, we're on YouTube for the video version and the YouTube podcast. So watch this whole train wreck unfold in front of your very own eyes. And you can be part of it by dropping a comment and hitting that sub button and the thumbs up. Please and thank you. Otherwise, buy our merch because we would love for you to help us. And we need, money. So that'd be great. Please. Money. Thanks. Be awesome. Really appreciate that. Otherwise, well, time for some final thoughts. So let's get a round of those thoughts right now. And starting off, Howard Blues.
Okay. Probably a good thing I'm starting off because we've had a good show. There's been a lot of laughs, a lot of good times, a lot of JS talking and not knowing that he's on the show, so it's interesting to interrupt. But I am going to bring the mood down just a little bit. Gentlemen, last week on Wednesday, Came to find out that my cousin James Lang, just a couple of days after his 41st birthday, was found and that he had passed away suddenly and unexpected. So that was a big shock. James is only about 4 years older than myself and kind of the other oldest cousin. So he was kind of always almost the big guiding brother to a lot of us, and a good guy. I don't know that he always had the easiest life, but he turned out to be a really good person, and did a lot to take care of his siblings kind of throughout his life. So this all came as quite a shock to it. I don't have a lot of details on what happened. Unfortunately, there's a bit of a family drama and feuding that kind of makes some of it difficult to find out what's going on. But I just wanted to say, to my cousins, his siblings who have survived. So to Jess, Brianna, John, my condolences. I'm sorry that you have lost such a great, big brother, and I wish you well. So, a cheers to the memory of James and such. Thanks. Thank you. Sorry to whoever has to follow that. But hopefully they have something more happy and lighthearted.
Well, if anybody had the knowledge to do anything to help us out, the person who could bring us into the next chapter, that would be Doc.
I was just sitting here thinking I don't want to follow that because I know what I have, but since you said hopefully bring us into a different space, so I really in the moment was not really coming up with something, so I actually just used my helpful friend ChatGPT, gave it just a few words of a prompt for a final thought based on what's gone on in this show, and here's what it came up with. Whether you think hard cider is a crisp contender or just beer's fruity cousin, we can all agree it's still fermented, refreshing, and probably better than whatever's left in the back of your fridge. So cheers to agreeing to disagree responsibly.
Very responsible decision and comment. Very good. Thanks to AI for helping us to get to the next point once again. Speaking of AI, the man that works in that space up and down, day and night, local geek, what do you have to say for yourself?
I don't know if I really work in that space, but I do use it periodically for work.
Well, you're working it.
Whoa.
So I guess my final thought for tonight is being Halloween and all, and having a child of my own, enjoy those childhood moments that you don't necessarily get to experience very often, and kind of let loose and just have fun. Like tonight, my son went out and he had probably a really good night for himself, and we don't always get to do that. Sometimes it ends up being just sitting at home being lazy, but it's kind of fun to watch him go out and just kind of be a wild child.
Thought he was a member of Motley Crue for a second there.
I mean, he may be.
He's going to form a new crew when he gets older.
I mean, they've got Nikki 6 and Johnny 5. They need a 4 next, so.
So really hoping that he remembers his dad's friends when he gets all that money. There's a podcast he can sponsor.
I wasn't going to mention it, Kidder, but earlier when I mentioned that I heard you on the radio, I commented about it, and from the back seat he goes, "Who's that?"
For once, they don't know who Kidder is. It's always me they don't know.
Once we explained who you were to him, he remembered. But
well,
he didn't recognize your voice on the radio. It is a little different on the radio, though, so I'll give him that.
yeah, they
put a little
got to
affect
fix the processing.
When you're on the radio,
sound
your
right.
radio voice does have a little affect to it. You may not have noticed that, but it does.
Yeah, it's usually the processing in the microphones, but
Yeah, sure. Yeah, blame it on that.
It's that FM frequency going to do that business.
normally the buzzing. It's the phase. It's what it's called, phasing. All right, I'm sure he's got more thoughts to share, and that would be the rude boy himself, straight from Des Moines.
Yeah. I mean, it's been a couple of crazy months for me and the family, and I have really appreciated spending the time with you guys, because it's something that you have to really cherish the moments that you have with your friends, cherish the moments you have with your family. And I have to really reiterate, because my wife had to use her dash cam on her new car this past week. So if you need a dash cam recommendation, reach out and we'll be able to give you one, because she got rear-ended in a new car on her way to work.
Good Lord.
So
she's okay though, right?
yeah, it's a little bit of back pain here and there, but I'd say between the car and the wife, they both need a little lidocaine patch and a little retweaking, and we'll be back in business. But
Kidder need to come down there and bust some heads. or what?
man, I tell you, but make sure you have your insurance, make sure you have your license, and I can't recommend a dash cam more
The
than I
recommendation
can
out.
now, because
Get that sponsorship.
man, we'd be off and flying in no time with something. But
Is it the highly rated Sir Amazonian brand?
It could be here, it could be there, but if there's somebody that's interested in advocating their own brand, reach out. Please let me know. I'll get in touch with the famous architects of this wonderful show, and we'll make it happen. We can do a bleeped out version of the actual footage that happened this past time, because it's not as violent as the last time. It's just a rear end bumper fender bender type collision, but it was enough to cause a bit of heartache and a bit of backache for the wife. And fortunately, she was only a block from school that time, so insurance is covering not only the deductible but the repairs as well. So yeah.
She drive a red car. Is it red? The new one?
No, it's
black.
It's ice white.
Ice white. We can't see, it's too bright.
Well, it happened about 7:30 in the morning, so but the car that did hit her was not running headlights at the time. Should have been doing that, but it was also raining out, but that's a whole other discussion. Take care of each other, please.
It's okay, they were probably drunk.
Well, officer didn't say so. But.
Oh, okay.
Well, we'll get off.
Again, you want me to? You need Kidder to come down there? You start busting some heads, huh? You got something to say?
It might come to that, but yeah, it's something that take a deep breath. You're doing just fine, and I hope you have a good Halloween, and we're looking forward to one of the best times of the year, Thanksgiving and Christmas coming up on not too far in the future. So the nice chilly the chilly air. Take a deep breath, and it just makes you feel alive. So do something good for yourself, and do something good for your loved ones and your neighbors, because it's tis the season time. So cheers to you guys. Awesome being on the podcast again, and appreciate y'all.
If you want to throw that in that Facebook chat, I have been in the market for a dash cam. So,
ooh, here we go.
Ooh, yeah. Here's my $5.
Yeah.
I think what we got to do is get Rudeboy Kyle to do like a whole like video review of his dash cam, and then we could finally have a decent third installment of the Triple B Buzz.
Yeah.
Those who don't know,
Well,
we did a couple of tech videos where Kidder reviewed his camera, and it's the best viewed and most viewed video on the damn channel. So we have not had anything that great since. So
we got something cooking up. So
yeah,
we'll be in contact.
I am looking at getting a new phone at some point when the new Motorola ends up getting to be a decent price. So I'll do another one, and then we'll get another 20,000 views.
Yes.
Okay.
No,
I've clearly been drinking.
All right.
We should get to JS and wrap this thing
JS
up.
Batman is driving. Look at that movie film grain lighting that he has going on right now.
Batman.
Well, I am not driving. The Derby cat there is the one driving, so I'm being a passenger princess right now. But,
That's good because you've been drinking.
no fault of my own. I was forced upon me.
Try this 13-year-old whiskey. It's delicious. Don't mind if I do.
To have fun with your kids on Halloween, you don't have to drop $1,000 in decorations and costumes. I built my daughter's costume for $19, less than $19 at a couple different thrift stores, and I got to spend half a day with her, and I had an absolute blast. I wasn't able to do it with my son this year because things just didn't work out, so I kind of feel bad about that, but you don't have to drop a whole bunch of coin to do it. We found the best things at the secondhand stores and thrift stores versus buying the cheap Chinese, crap that you wear it once and it falls apart. So don't be afraid to build stuff from a thrift store because you never know what you find in there. So if you got one in your area, check them out. A lot of them do a lot with charity stuff around the area. Find a decent one.
one of my favorite Halloween costumes I made was made from a thrift store find. I was the empty child from Doctor Who. Mm-hmm. Are you my mommy?
Mm-hmm.
Oh yes.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, my favorite Halloween costume that I have done is also pretty cheap. I've done it now a couple of times for Halloween. I've gone as lunch, and usually I just put on a Hawaiian shirt, which I already have. And Bruce, who's back there, he's really just a stuffed animal, but I mean, he will go up to here. Like, he's got a gullet and a mouth like that, so he will fit on my whole arm. So I just walk around in a Hawaiian shirt with a shark on my arm, and I got him for like $15 at Walmart one year. Yeah, you could do something really creative and very easy. Yeah,
good times. And speaking of doing things that are easy, it's time to get the hell out of here because this show is over. So for Local Geek, for Doc, for JS Gunslinger, and for Rudeboy Kyle, and Howard Blues too, we can't forget about him. I'm still Mark Kidder. Thanks for joining us for this and every episode of Beer, Blues, and BS. Remember to keep your glass at least half full. I don't even know where I'm going with that. I don't know what time it is. I don't know what day it is. It's daylight savings times. We need to get the hell out of here for that crap, too.
You've clearly had too much.
You need to keep free beer tomorrow. There is a free beer tomorrow. And we will catch you on down that spooky Tuscan highway. Have a good one. And see you on the next episode of Beer, Blues, and BS as Howard keeps plotting.
You have been listening to a UA production of Beer, Blues, and BS. If you enjoyed the show, help others find out about it by rating the show or leaving a review at your podcast listening service of choice. Thanks for listening, and may your glass never be empty. UA Productions presents A Glimpse Behind the Curtain.
He's back.
And my audio works now.
I literally went and hit start recording and like you blipped out right as it did. I was like,
Camera shy.
Well, I'm like I guess there was no point in me starting the recording, but it is what it is.
No, my earbuds, for some reason, they say they're connected to my computer, but they're actually not. So then I have to turn Bluetooth off on the computer, turn it back on, and then they work. It's weird. It's happened like the last 3 episodes I've been on.
We'll see. I wasn't expecting a lot of people on this episode with all the Halloween, festivities.
We finished ours up about 8:30, and we wanted to spend the night at Grandma and Grandpa's house, so they were the last place we hit, and just left him there. Trick or treat, indeed.
Yeah, yeah. They were still all the high schoolers were out now. Like when I was driving back in, there's like high schoolers roaming the neighborhoods looking for
Nice.
finding those people who have that last like bit of candy left in their bowls who are just willing to like dump it all in.
Yeah, we hit a few of those when we were going around my parents' neighborhood. There was one like, we're going to shut our light off here in about 10 minutes, so here, take a fistful.
Yeah. I don't mind if, like if they're just accepting. I hate the kids who come in and go, hey, it's the end of the night. You could just give us the whole bowl.
Right.
Those are the kids I just want to go off.
Or, hey, I want to choose what I get.
Yeah. I mean, I did have
and then start reaching into your bowl.
Yeah.
Get the out of here, you little gremlin.
Yeah. I luckily didn't have any of that. The closest I got to that was I did have one girl who saw what was in my bowl and very politely asked, like, could I please get the purple Sour Patch Kids? Sure. Here you go.
Yes. Manners.
Yeah.
Here you go. Have 2 of them for asking.
Yeah. I threw her in one, and then Ari grabbed a big handful, which had a second one and threw it in. So she got 2 out of the deal. But it's like, yeah, I appreciate that. I hate the kids who show up and it's, you just want to dump the whole thing in? No.
I mean, I would also like a grape Sour Patch Kids, please.
I'll save you one.
I was waiting for. Yeah, they're at the store.
No, we ended up with extra, so if you want some,
a couple extra pieces.
I'll just drive past your house tomorrow and just beam it towards the door.
yeah, beam it. All right.
So, well, if you gents are ready, I'd totally be down for getting started so that we're not here till the crack of dawn. All right. Kidder's giving me the official non-committal thumbs up. We're good to go.
Should I sit here and go, Like this?
No,
you
no.
want not? I committed. I gave you a thumbs up. I was fully
You
committed.
did commit. You
Because
did commit.
It's on you. So if I start talking, now it's on me, and now it's full screen, and then you gotta like, okay, let's get this started.
Yeah. Curtis is like, what did I walk into? they're already squabbling.
It doesn't phase me anymore.
Yeah, good. All right, well, let's kick this thing off now that Curtis is here.